Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan from Screen Factory, and this is Dan, just to make it easy. This is Dan from Condi Drifts. And today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the stock RB25 turbo off the Skyline, R33 Skyline. And Daniel has gone out and bought a brand new Garrett
G30 770.
G30 770 turbo. We're doing a heap of content. Yeah. So let's get it. The G30 770 Turbo was first released in August 2019 and precedes the previous Garrett GDX series of turbos. The G stands for the series, the 30 stands for the family of compressor wheel size, and unlike in previous generations, the final numbers relate to the max horsepower output this turbo is capable of, which makes it a bit easier deciding which turbo is right for you. With this turbo, Dan has decided to go with the 0.83 AR turbine exhaust housing, which is the second smallest available in the G30 size, keeping the turbo nice and responsive for street use. Yeah, boy. That's the brand new R34
GTT gearbox.
GTT gearbox.
With the push-pull kit.
Yeah.
Fully rebuilt motor.
Fully rebuilt motor, brand new diff.
Yeah.
What diff's in it?
It's a Nismo 1.5 wave.
Yeah. I didn't even realise I had a 6 diff.
Yeah. And I actually changed the axles to the 6-bolt instead of 5-bolt.
Oh, right.
Because I found a really mint pair of the axles and didn't realise the diff I brought with the casing.
6-bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, different stuff.
So yeah, stuffed myself. It all worked out in the end. Yeah, solid dip down pushers.
BC Racing Golds. What'd you say? Is it the back here? Is that GK Tech?
GK Tech, yeah, tie rod ends.
Tie rod ends. And then you got the cut and shut LCAs. That looks about like 25 mil, which I think is what people usually put in on. Standing on my tools. But it kind of pushes the bottom of the wheel out a bit more, eh?
Yeah, because I originally done the caster arms and the toe arms.
Yeah.
Pretty much screwed in the tie rod end as far as I could out, and it was still pointing inwards. So
Oh,
the LCAs, the extended ones, brought them square.
Yeah.
They were able to I was able to align it somewhat correctly.
Yeah. How's it? The wheel alignment's good now, is it?
I did an eye alignment, so it's not. It drives well.
Yeah, and the tires don't look like they're wearing too badly. Maybe a little bit more in the inside. You used to help get around Amber, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you use to go Amber?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oof. Big oof.
So right after Dan finished opening his brand new Big Oof, we had to gap at home real quick because there was a massive bush fire heading towards my parents' place, and it was a little bit scary, but everything was okay. We ended up meeting back 2 days later to continue the turbo swap. By this time, Dan had decided he also wanted to do the intake manifold, so we begun the day by giving Tom, the RB master, a call on the phone and asking how to start the job.
Big Tom, what's happening? Yeah. I need your guidance, master of the RB.
Yeah, if it's brown, flush it down.
So, what is the easiest way to remove the intake on the RB25?
Like the intake manifold.
Yeah.
Undo the bolts.
And with that, Dan and Taylor started undoing the bolt. However, what RB Master Tom must have forgot to tell us is these bolts had been previously installed by an elite team of small contortionists. After about 15 minutes, we finally got the manifold off.
We've removed the standard intake manifold, or just the top of it, because we are replacing it with a Plazaman, that's how you say it, forward-facing plenum. We need to get a aftermarket fuel rail, new injectors, a power steering reservoir relocation kit. What else do we need? A couple of fittings that were incorrect.
Turbo.
Oh, clock the turbo. So there's 5 bolts that hold that. There's a bracket that hold the face of the turbo on. Just evenly loosen them, and then it spins freely. We have figured out that we can install the top of the intake plenum without having to put the fuel rail on first. We're also going to measure lines from the R32 drift car because it's almost identical setup besides being a RB25 instead of an RB20.
Yep.
So measure all lines. We aren't going to use the lines that we originally purchased. The only thing at the time that we could buy, and after doing a little bit more research and looking at my drift car, I think braided lines are the way to go. Rattle gun the world. We don't need.
Makes it so much easier.
Oops.
It dropped to the floor.
Oh, good. Phew.
I think.
Yeah, no, I think it did. It sounded like it did.
It'd be good if you could just rattle gun everything.
Oh, I try to. And all my friends get angry at me because they're like, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, watch me.
Mates does it.
No, well, the thing is, as long as it lines up with the holes, we should be okay. It's so much further forward than I thought it was going to be.
The plenum where it sits.
Yeah.
True that, eh?
Holy shit.
Wow, you must have to relocate that.
Yeah, that.
Relocation.
What's that? I don't think it's for anything. Come on, get in there. It doesn't feel like it's
Killed
It's
your
gonna
leg.
fit on.
Dead.
yeah,
Got
that's
that
what
leg
I'm
now.
finding out.
Nah, guys, you had it too far. Forward, eh? Nah, this doesn't fit, bro. What the?
Oh,
Did he tell you it did or what?
yeah, RB25.
We've just gone to put the plenum on top of these. What are they called? Runners?
Yeah, intake runner.
Intake runner. And it not fit.
Not good.
No. So yeah, we're just trying to figure it out.
We're trying to see if it's us that's the problem or this is the problem. it might be us.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
It,
Yeah, not even the gasket. Bolt hole there, you flip it,
it's doing it right.
and it still doesn't line up. So it's definitely different. What does it say?
So what we've figured out is that there is difference between the non-Neo and Neo intake runners. Bolt holes don't line up, but this will be going on something else, but you'll have to find out.
big teaser.
Yeah, get them excited.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of put us at a halt.
Yeah, true that. So do you still want to go ahead with a forward-facing plenum on this car, or did you want to put the
I really do.
Yeah.
It cleans up the engine bay, and yeah, just for the intake, the intercooler piping and where it goes.
Yeah.
I don't want it routed
back across the top?
So yeah, we're gonna have to move on to, I guess, the R32. But so things we need a forward-facing plenum for an RB25 non-Neo.
I'm gonna take it.
You know what? I probably will just buy one brand new off of the website and get the injector or the fuel rail and injectors if they sell them.
Yeah,
Not sure if they do sell them. Otherwise, I'll get like Beachworks or something like that. Is that how you say it? Beachworks?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I have no
I've
idea.
heard so many different ways of saying it. But yeah, so yeah, forward-facing plenum. Oh, something we can do when we bring the R32 in is measure all the lines and the fittings that we're going to need.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, sweet as. Killer, shall we push this out?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to take.
Join us for the next episode, which is day 3. And we hope that you enjoyed this first episode, and like and subscribe to keep updated with the up and coming episodes. So awesome. Thank you guys.